So there's actually a new way to infinitely farm nightmare sigils resurfacing inside the game. And this recording behind me was actually sent by a good friend of mine. So I'll leave a link to his channel and his video down below. But I'm going to summarize this method and talk a little bit about the implications of these, insane infinite farming nightmare sigils. This one does require you to be in a group. You don't have to be in like a 3 or 4 person group. You can be in a 2-person group, but you do need one other player with you. The first thing you're going to do is start the nightmare dungeon. Then you're going to enter the nightmare dungeon, and whoever the party leader is going to immediately promote another person in the party to party leader. After they do that, that person, whoever got promoted to party leader, will receive a pop-up. Usually it says something along the lines of, would you like to transfer to your version of the world? Decline that. Then you go ahead and farm the entire nightmare dungeon as you would completely normally. You could finish the entire thing, which is really, really powerful because we want that glyph XP. After you go ahead and finish the entire nightmare dungeon, you're then going to have the party leader, as you can see on the screen here. Cool is the party leader right now with that little crown. That person is going to leave the party. Leave the party. Do not leave the game. Do not like teleport to town, whatever it is, just leave the party. It's going to immediately pop you outside of whatever dungeon that you were doing. Then they will immediately rejoin that same dungeon. So in this case, it was Champion's Demise. And then because that party leader actually left the dungeon, you will then have to rejoin their group. When you do so, you will go ahead and be able to teleport to their nightmare dungeon. And then that person repeats the second step that we mentioned, which was they will now promote you to be the party leader, assuming there's only 2 people. They'll decline the pop-up and you'll clear the nightmare dungeon, same as usual, and then go ahead and repeat this process as many times as you wish. So it's a pretty straightforward method, honestly. As you can see here, it literally only takes like a couple minutes to explain it step by step, but despite it being a pretty simple method and something that only requires you to have one other player, although that is a strenuous requirement for some, this is probably something that Blizzard does not want to continue in the game. Similar to all the other dungeons that we found with massive elite density, I'm sure this will be nerfed with time. So as far as I see it, it's preseason. We're just having fun. This is basically a glorified test session, baby. Just play around with the builds, use it if you want, don't if you don't want to. As far as I see it, we're just trying to have some fun before season 1 comes. There's not like a competition going on or anything like that. So there's really no, I guess you say, downside to doing so. But if you want to use it, do it, use it. If you don't, you don't. A couple of other things that you might want to notice or pay attention to if you are planning on doing it. One, you might want to pick a dungeon that's going to be beneficial for multiple people, meaning that Champion's Demise, Blind Burrows, these dungeons that can split farm are going to be far better than doing a, let's say, I don't know, like an Alderwood. Even that is better as a group, but everything's better as a group. The second thing you're going to want to consider is pick one that has good affixes. Don't pick one with like less crit damage taken or whatever, because you're going to be repeating the same one with the same affixes. So just pick a good one. But thanks for watching, everyone. It's pretty simple. Nothing really else to say. Pardon for my voice. Once again, I will continue to say that for a couple days. I think I'm still trying to get better. But guys, I bought the whole pharmacy and it's still, it's still taking some time. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all for the next one.